So I was in here listening to some healing frequencies after watching a interview by between William Henry and Michael Sala, right? And they were basically talking about ascension versus transhumanism. And you know what? The interesting thing is as I was listening to the healing frequencies, all of a sudden it stopped and it started to buffer. And then I'm looking down here, I'm like, well, it's still connected. So then what did I decide to do? I said, well, I'll turn off the Wi-Fi, right? And then lo and behold, usually if you turn off Wi-Fi, it would show like the little globe with the line going across, basically stating no connection. If I turn it back on, right? Now, see? Oh, there it goes. You see that? Now it says no internet. It says connected but no internet. Oh, wait, now it says connect. You see that? That's how you know someone is messing around with your network. Ooh, now watch this. So the only ones on that basically showing on that lane connection of things devices connected to my network that I do not recognize is the one titled My Share. And I actually looked up a company online called MindShare, and they're basically a cloud-based connection company, right? Basically like an online cloud storage company. And I sent them an email sometime, like maybe like last week or the week before, about whether someone contacted them about connecting my network to their cloud service. Because I definitely didn't do it. But I still haven't gotten a response, right? Then, and then also the non-8, I don't even know what that is. But, they're basically connected to my, my service too. I don't give out my my password to anyone in the building. I don't give out my password. Most people who come to my apartment don't even ask for my password. So, and then, what's even more interesting, my cousin is staying here with us, and my mom, obviously she lives here, and they both had one day, I think like maybe 2 days ago, they both had complained of getting headaches at the same time, both of them. Both of them complained about getting headaches. And my mom asked me, she's like, did you get any headaches? And, most of the time I try to explain to my mother, the type of things that I go through when it comes to electronic harassment, but she doesn't really understand. So I was like, well, I'm like, describe a headache. She was like, I don't know, but like me and my cousin, me and her niece, they're getting headaches. They got a headache both at the same time. So I'm just like, well, I already know about the transhumanism agenda, and I already know about how there are several people within our society who are basically coerced or basically being paid to push the agenda, whether someone wants to do it or not. of being connected to the internet or connected to the AI, and they have like transmitters in their homes, or someone is probably basically connecting to other people's cellular phones, or rather, they're forcing people's phones to connect to ping off of these digital cell towers that have unknown carrier ownerships. Because the physical cell towers in our area is majority AT&T and T-Mobile, but then there are dozens, dozens of digital cell towers that do not have a physical location, that are classified as unknown carriers. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know a lot of people has been talking about this CERN, about the CERN activities, and there's a weird video of a ceremonial performance in front of like many influential political figures out in Switzerland, and the whole ceremony looks demonic to me. It looks like a ceremony to praise Baphomet, the dark energy one, and then you got the Haldon collider, which is basically identifying antimatter and dark matter. So when you think about it, it's the most strangest thing. Like, for people who don't want to believe in anything about spirituality, and they probably don't believe in demons and stuff, all they thinking of is the technology or the technological aspects of it. They're using technology to identify dark matter, and then they're using technology to basically gain access to the human spirit, and then they're using technology to manipulate how a person feels, how a person thinks, what a person does, because they're basically, extracting sensory information and inputting sensory information. Not only just that, they're also able to code, without a virtual reality headset. They're able to code virtual environments and then transmit that information into a person's mind. And then more than likely, when the person is asleep, they can create what is called lucid dreams. So the person feels like they're in a real situation when they're like halfway asleep, but they're actually in a virtual reality type of state. But the thing is in those lucid dreams, and I have felt it several times, if someone is actually trying to kill you in those lucid dreams, you will actually feel, because of sensory information, you will actually feel like someone is actually trying to kill you. Like I've had dreams where it felt like, someone basically shot me in the side of my head, or and I felt like I heard the explosion of the gun firing, and then all of a sudden I felt like these tingling sensations all on the right side of my head. Then there were the sensations where a fictional character with a hook for a hand, aka Candyman, he basically was trying to I guess tear through my spine and my neck and everything. But then I found a way to actually regain control of my dream by realizing that it is all digital. So there is a way that you have to be consciously aware of. You have to always be consciously aware of things, whether you're awake or in sleep. So Just wanted to show y'all how far the enemy will go. The more you try to raise your vibrations and detox yourself of the technology or the infections or chemicals that they're placing in your body, they will go through many, many lengths, and they'll use as many people that they have robotically controlled to basically, destroy your flesh. Remember, if you raise your vibrations, they can't even come close to messing with your spirit. They can't even come close to messing with your soul, because once you raise your vibration, you have now upped the control that you can have over what you will allow to interfere with your spirit. Once you have that spiritual awareness and that alertness, you can control anything that tries to mess with your spirit. They may do damage to your flesh, but if you have higher vibrational have a higher vibrational frequency, it'll be much harder for them to actually control your spiritual energy. All right. That's all for now. Peace.